Yay!
Hello.
Here we go.
Let's get it going.
With a small delay, technical difficulties about Stephen's direction as he's on holiday.
Yes.
So hashtag blame Stephen can now be voted in. Oh.
So for you guys that might be new to the stream, I'm Aaron. I'm one of the designers on Fishing.
I'm Sam. I'm one of the other designers on Fish.
The other one, the secondary designer.
Together we make the bearded designer team.
Oh yeah, we're back.
Thanks.
Hashtag beards, get it going.
A bit earlier for the beards coming in because we weren't meant to be on this week, but a lot of people have had prior engagements, so we stepped up to the plate.
We did. We did what we had to do.
Thought we'd give the people what they want, which is beards.
People have already started getting the Blame Des hashtag going. For the record, we had a company meeting today, and the guy, one of the guys doing the presentation, he actually used the hashtag Blame Des, just for the hell of it, I guess. But just wanted you guys to know that is definitely spreading through the company.
Become a company thing then.
One day he's actually going to lose his job probably.
Trending professionally.
Right.
So, yeah, we're gonna. I know it's not it's the week of release of the tournament Bass Pat, so we're still going to carry on doing a bit of fishing in Lake Jordan and Lake Seminole. And who else is already got it and getting involved in it? I hope it's going all right for you so far. If you have jumped on.
Can you add savage gear baits to game? We'll try our best, I guess.
Better ring Savage up.
And we've got all the hashtags going. Should we get onto one of the lakes?
Yeah.
Then?
I already did all my equipment. I hope that car alarm isn't, because I can hear it behind me. I hope that's not getting picked up by the stream, because that's going to be annoying.
If you can hear the car alarm, apologies guys. Just going to hope for the best.
I know Seminole was big. I'm going to go back to Jordan again.
Need to pick this pack up saying that not caught a pike yet. So I'm going to guess that's maybe to do with Raspberry. I think we're looking at that still internally. We've done some stuff that should have.
I've applied a fix, but it's not in the update. It's not in this update.
Yeah.
I'd say it was due to be in an update that is coming, but with the salmon fix that had to go in first, that got prioritised unfortunately. But I have submitted it, so that's coming.
And don't worry, that also. I think you can catch channel catfish on dead bait, but I think it's just such a rare thing that I think we still need to do some more stuff with that as well, basically.
Really give it a little tweak.
Yeah. Are Stephen and Des okay? Don't worry, they're still alive.
Yeah, they're alright. They're not dead. They've not been fired or let go. They're still with Dovetail, so they're all good. Stephen's having a well-deserved week off because he works very hard, the boy. Bless him.
Give him a little pat on the head.
Needs a bit of time off. What's Des doing?
Des,
he's looking after his kids, and he's
Des is actually working from home today.
So.
He's back in the office tomorrow, but he wasn't able to stream today, unfortunately. But we know he loves to stream, so we know that's actually not a good thing for him.
He will be looking forward to coming back. I think I'm going to go.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm sure you can throw all your questions at him when he comes back, as per usual.
Craig Trickster Ingram. Chuffed as bits. I caught Los Gigante this afternoon. Well done. That's an absolute beast.
She's swole, right?
Setting the bar.
So, I mean, I know people love a bit of old Megalodon.
The OG.
But we had to go one bigger, didn't we?
Yeah. It's all about power creep, my friend.
The thing I do like is, I know Stephen's not here, so normally we use his account to get in the tackle points, but it's my account today. And look at my freshie. I love it. Everyone mocks my character.
I mean, it's not that everyone mocks the character, it's more that
everything.
Sam talks to everyone about his character, and everyone's just a bit like, okay.
Like to.
He's just flexing.
Flex my
the man bun.
Because I wouldn't have the bottom of the rocket in real life, so you know.
You can live your fantasy.
Inside, I'm just a top 9 guy. I do like this boat though. Surf's Up's one of my favourites. We had a lot of fun when we had to do that. Something people haven't actually asked for is like we did the guy John, who's the lead artist, he did all like the system that how it all does it, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to choose the colours?" And it was a lot of fun coming up with like these different things to make them look different. And Surfshark's one of my favourite. It just looks so beachy. I love it.
Man.
Like,
It's got a real summer vibe, but
Yeah.
it's really confusing. Why is he wearing a jacket?
he's not summery himself. He's dead inside. He's got to keep himself warm.
Is this sunrise?
Yeah.
He's got those sunglasses on early. He's ready for the afternoon.
I'm gonna go down to the dock. Yeah, I don't actually do it. No, I'm gonna go that bit.
K12 outdoors. Okay, what about panfish on float gear? I believe that you should be able to catch
We're on about bluegill again.
bluegill. Yes.
I have submitted a change for that. I think that's also coming with the wage prefix.
Okay then.
I
So
think.
maybe hold
I'll
off
have to
on
double-check
trying to float fish with that too often for panfish at the moment, but
Okay.
there will be a fix to improve that coming.
I did try it, and yeah, it's still too hard. Under the hood, though, like everything that should point to, yeah, you should be able to do it, was on, but I don't know if again, it partly comes down to I think like the species ratio, and so it becomes a bit of a balancing act of like I can put all the right numbers in and it still not be right.
Duck Duster 201, waypoints coming soon. Waypoints is something we'd like to add. It's not a priority feature for us at the moment. Hopefully we get round to it. HiQ Audio, can you add the company logos to the tackle box view again, like before the Pro Tour update?
Oh, what? Like the... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to have like
you should put your little
different company logos and
Uh,
things like that. I can't remember what the reason was for us actually removing that. We'll have to... Oh, I didn't bring my notepad this week. We'll
I
have
think
to...
it was mainly space.
Oh, was
Because
it
again,
really?
like, yeah, because as you can see, it was very different where it was all along the top.
Oh, of
wasn't
course it was
Like,
to do with the... Yeah, that
we
just
completely
happened with the
updated
UI.
yeah. I can't see why not.
We
But
can,
I'll
we can
let
have
you-
a little talk with the UI guys and see what they think, see if there's a way we can try and cram that in there.
Because yeah, the UI it did need changing because it was far too much on that screen at one point.
RCJ70, how about float depth? Float depth, that's something we want to add in the future, just a bit more customization. I think it really adds to the experience a bit, just to let the player choose how they want to fish, basically. You get to pick that sort of stuff in real life. And yeah, it just adds an extra level of depth to the game, I think. Where is the boss fish at? I mean, man, you tell me.
Which one?
Yeah. What lake you
They're
on?
growing in numbers.
We've got how many boss fish have we got in the game now? It's actually crazy.
Yeah,
We've got
actually
well
can't
over
remember.
100, but potentially 200. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
over exaggerating a bit there.
We do 25 a lake.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's how I was just doing some quick math in my
Easily
head.
over 200.
So obviously we backfilled the
And we
core
back-
lakes.
Yeah, and we backfill. Ooh.
Zeal said to just send the hat to me. Not sure if he mentioned that or not. Just stop trying to steal his goodies. I know what your game plan is. We don't have that blue hat either.
Oh, do
Get
we-
the limited edition special red one.
Who won the competition? Do
I
we know?
have no
Are they-
idea. I'm
if
gonna
you're in-
guess.
If
I
you're
think
in the
it's-
chat, the legit person who won, before everyone says yes, it was me. Interested to know.
I'm seeing a special Bruce shouting at Car's beard and it ain't us. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, Darth Badger. I was looking in the mirror earlier thinking, I didn't brush my beard today and it's stream day.
Yeah, see, man, look. I'm not even, like I said, I'm not ashamed about it. This thing gets straightened every morning.
Yeah, I mean, Sam has too much free time, basically. That's what it boils down to.
Make time.
Hey, man, I don't have a beard as a
I'm like-
fashion statement. I have it as a... Well, I can't bother to shave, can I? That's...
I thought I'd better put the effort in if we're going live.
Shep77... I almost did it. 777. No, wait, yeah, I didn't do it that
Did you
time.
add another 7 again?
I know, I didn't add enough sevens that time. I'm going to pretend that I didn't see your first comment. I'm going to read looks more modern and pretend that was talking about my beard and not about the tackle box. Small thing, but can you have the bite alarms come through the PS4 controller? That is, I believe that should be already a thing, is it not? I thought that was a
used to be
thing.
on Euro, maybe.
Maybe that hasn't carried over properly. We'll have a look at that. I think that should be working though. You should, because that's one of the things I've always liked about it. Like, there's been times where I've been fishing and I've had to go do something. I've just brought the controller with me, and I've heard I've got a bite and then I'm going to play some
Run
more.
back.
Bald guys and beards. We're not shaving our heads, not yet.
I think they mean in game.
Oh, I see. In game, yeah, of course. Obviously.
Is that for a hashtag bald and beards?
Don't worry, Sam's always pushing that beard boat.
Every time. Anytime I get the opportunity.
And I just like character customization in general.
Yeah.
Just find it fun making characters. Darth Badger, what is that jacket, Sam?
Well, let's have a proper look around. Like, hold on, I'll get in the light as well. I don't think that lighting's doing me justice. Yeah, let's get in that sunshine. It's my freshy purple puffer jacket with my blue shades and matching sneakers and a grey top knot.
Got a real mix going on
I'm
here.
saying he's ready to fish. I don't know what else you could say.
Fishing at 5, rave at 7.
That's
what it's
always
about.
been the joke. Is he like? Was he coming from the rave to the lake?
What's he hiding behind those shades, man? This guy has stories to tell. You can see it
Not
about
gonna lie,
him.
my little idea to just start with, like, I was just like, if I just pick the most random things that I don't think anyone else would pick for my character customization, and this is what came out of it. He was born that day. And it's been my character ever since. And now I've grown quite attached to him. I do normally rock the purple boat to match my purple jacket. I kind of like the blue on the surf one with my blue shoes and my glasses. So
Tell us more about colours that match.
I don't understand the match. It's his persona. He lives by his own rules.
HiQ Audio, I had to restart my PC. Did you mention the company logos while I was away? So this is about the tackle box logos we used to have. Basically, we're just going to talk to the UI guys about it and see what they think, if we can get that back into the UI.
Yeah, because
I think it just got cut with the redesign, basically. We weren't sure how much use it actually had to people and how many people were using it.
As I know, it was like a whole other screen with a button press. And I know when we did the Pro Tour streamlining down to be like, we want less button presses for you to have to press to get to features that you want, and that was one of the things that came out. But I mean, it was a nice feature because it was like, yeah, if it is a brand that you recognise it by, it did make it easier, so I can understand that. Or something you just like representing. I do also get that too.
Maurice is asking, where are you fishing?
I am on Lake Jordan at the moment, and I am fishing just off. I don't know, I'm pointing. You can't see where I'm pointing. Pointing on this point coming out here.
They still can't see where you're pointing.
I know. I'm thinking like so. It's just to the right of Gunter Harris Island at the moment.
Sam grooms. He does groom. I've got to give him that. He's a big groomer.
Did you notice? It's so straight. I bought a new beard comb. It's hench. It's great. Other one I had was alright, but I found it actually got a bit too hot on my face. Where this one seems like it's got more protection, because I like it straight. Because I've got curly hair, so if I don't do this, it's big, and I'm not a fan. I know some people do, as you're rocking the more natural look today. And
I just haven't brushed it. That's fine.
fine. Each to their own.
Oh, your beard looks 16th century. Wait, I don't know. Is that aimed at me for looking
Yeah,
scraggy, or is that aimed at him for looking regal? I'm not sure.
I'll take Regal.
How do you catch barbel on canal? I would probably just be recommending a boilie, maybe.
Yeah, they take similar boilies.
Yeah.
Similar carpies.
You don't need to mix things up too much from what you would do if you're targeting carp. Hopefully you'll just get a couple of barbel on. Sam's character has to be sweaty with that coat on. He's layered up. It's one of those days you can't see it, but it's actually crisp air, you know. He needs that jacket.
There you go.
How close are you to having multiplayer servers? Great, good overall, guys. Thank you very much, the King. It's something that's just in the talks at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get that to work and roll that out. I think it would be a really big update, but it's something that we're looking at. Darth Badger, Korean boy band member. There we go. Your guy. We thought he was ready for the rave, and now it turns out he's a K-pop star.
I'll take that.
Sam, have we got a date for the next fix update?
Not yet. So the next update, I can't say what it is. All I can say is it's not just fixes.
I'm not even sure what the date of the next.
No, that's what I mean. I
is
don't
at the
know.
moment.
Has it gone into cert yet? I'm not sure. Because
No.
that's the main thing. Not yet?
No.
Cool.
No. Yeah.
Not
So we
yet.
can't give a date. We
Hang on.
can't give a date at the moment just because there's still some T's to cross and I's to dot, I guess.
But if we're getting near certification, shouldn't be too long. Again.
Shouldn't be. It's coming soon.
Soon, but
TM.
yeah.
There you go. Let's go back on that one.
You love dropping that one, but yeah. I'm not. It mainly then comes down to their announcement schedule as well. So I'm gonna go for a little more drive. 'Cause, yeah,
Have a mooch.
yeah. I do like this spot though. This little FYI. This is. I don't know why this little bit here. I managed to smash the career event around here. So top tip. Good little spot.
Know the lay of the land, lay of the water.
It seemed to become one of the main parts of our game though, that actually, obviously, like where the fish actually like to go does seem to play a major part in it, because you had that because you did a lot of balancing for tournament events as well. So
Yeah,
you
so
said
it's
the
like
same
learning
sort
where
of
the
thing.
hot spots are and where you'd expect to find the fish, and
So there's
Yeah.
fatties on that bit and all. This whole line seems pretty good.
is cross-platform for friends and tournaments in plans for the future? We haven't got anything planned for that at the moment, but I think it's very interesting looking at how the whole cross-platform thing's opening up. So, you know, you've seen a lot of games just integrate it basically. So, like, Fortnite seemed to have a really big kick on it. Rocket League's always had some sort of level of cross-play, and now if more games seem to be trying it. So, Destiny has done the cross-save thing. Call of Duty comes out this or next month. I think that has cross-play between PC and console. So, I think it's something to keep an eye on, and yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on it and see how it goes. I would really like to have that in the future. Just makes it more accessible for everyone, you know. And I really enjoy that. Like, one of the reasons I played a lot of Fortnite for a while was just because I could play with friends on
You play with
any
mobile,
platform.
couldn't
Like,
you?
yeah, I think we did have a friend who used to play with us on mobile. We had a bit of a rough time, but it was still fun, you know. It was all squadded up.
Accessibility is nice.
Mm.
So I'm just having to scoot around again, but I like driving around.
Would like to see in-game clubs. Yeah, that would be cool. I think that's something we spoke about briefly. I don't think it's too priority for us, but that is something we would like to see. Yeah.
If it was like a clan sort of system.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you
So-
can do some sort of, like, you can do some other cool stuff off the back of that, like events or, you know, club v club stuff. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
sure.
you can make it competitive and cooperative. I like that idea.
Caroline Gibbs, I thought this stream was about fishing. Probably not happy with the beard talk. Sorry about that.
It's a bit of mainly fishing, but we like to bring up random topics, I guess. And gaming stuff, I guess. I guess from a designer's perspective, we do have to look at other games and like what the market is sort of trending as, because if something is popular, then it's something that we have to reference and look at, because it could be important to do or the opposite. It could be important to avoid. You get, I think, like this thing reading recently, the sort of loot box thing, because we had considered doing something like that. Like, it was discussed that it's a route we could follow, but we decided, design decision, we decided we shouldn't, and I'm very glad that we didn't, because
I don't think that was ever really considered, to be fair. I
it
think
was
it was
thrown
like,
as an idea. They've talked about doing like a free-to-play model and then not doing it like how we do it now. So it's like stuff changes a lot, though.
fair play. Is there any chance of putting an option into the game that you could carry on fishing after the time in the tournament, but the fish doesn't count towards the result, please? Oh, so you basically want to carry on the session?
Oh, just a carry-on free session.
I mean, it depends what game mode you're in. I mean, if it's in career mode, I'm not 100% sure now I think about it, but I think you can do a practice session where you just fish the environment as if it was the tournament. I'm not sure if it has a start and finish time though. Something we could talk about. I can't see that being a priority feature anytime soon, if I'm completely honest with you. Boat packing update end of September sounds about right to me. Little winky face, Shep777. He's calling shots here. I don't know if he's just trying to peer pressure us into a release date now.
What's he got? Like, insider hacks.
Allow which
Man on
lakes
the
to use
inside.
in career so we can omit Gillums from carp career. What does other people? What does anyone else in the chat think about that? Does anyone else look at Gillums in the carp career tour and think, oh no, not this one?
What is it that's wrong with it?
I guess it's just a very hard venue, very different to the other lakes.
It's the problem I do understand with that is I think everything in that lake will bite a boilie.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard one. Just interested to see what other people think about that as well.
Carp are in it.
Is there going to be a Mid-Kent Fisheries venue coming out? I see them in the loading screen. They have awesome waters. We're actually based in Kent, so it would be really cool for us to do something like that. I'm not sure what the likelihood is. Unfortunately, we don't play too much of a role in picking what lakes we are going to develop next. But
who does normally decide? Des?
there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of conversations.
With like where we go.
Yeah.
We're just involved a bit after that, where it's like we're doing an Alabama one, and it's like, all right, so where is it? How big is it? What's in it? And then we get involved in setting up the gameplay stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we play. Yeah. Oh, request for more boat wraps. I'd like to see more boat wraps in the game. They're not too hard to churn out, to be fair.
You want that dark matter, don't you?
Oh, man, I want particle effects. I want my boat to be on fire.
Like a solid diamond boat. It's like it's translucent.
That's prestige, man. You've got to come top 10 in the DFL to get the diamond boat. We've always joked about this, having like golden equipment you can unlock. Diamond is high end though. That's pushing luck.
Bit shallow there. Beach
Sam is on Lake Jordan, Caroline.
Yeah, sorry, I will actually stop and fish in a minute. I'm just kind of enjoying having a mooch.
Dean Martin,
Even if I have when the environment's so nice. Sorry,
no, that's alright.
interrupted you. Oh, and I wasn't looking where I was driving.
Even if the game itself wasn't cross-platform, how about the leaderboards being cross-platform? Initially, in the original design, it was exactly like that. But basically, there are a lot of requirements from Xbox, well, Microsoft and Sony on how to make that happen. It ended up being quite complicated, so we ended up not being able to go down that route. But in the future, like I say, we are keeping an eye on the whole cross-platform situation, and I mean, I'd really like to see Sony and Microsoft. Well, to be fair, it's already happening, right? Like, people are doing it more and more often, and you know, hopefully in the future we'll be getting in on that bandwagon as well. Any chance of giving us the option of turning off bass? That's mental.
Turn them off?
You want to turn off the bass? Slap the bass. Oh look, we've got someone else here. Yeah, career mode because had so many massive fish on as the timer runs out. Yeah, okay then. Well, it might be that. I mean, how? Another solution would be we could make the career event longer for Gillums. But is that going to be going? What, is the event just going to become too long? I think the 3-round event's already going to take over an hour, or about an hour. Yeah, not enough time is the general consensus. Oh, D. Martin, I love Gillums in Korea. Nice. We got a nice little mix up then. Darth Badger, do Siamese carp count? Do the Siamese carp count?
For carp event?
Off the top of my head, I don't actually know. I didn't do the Gillums on career mode. I didn't do the setup for that one, I don't think.
In the Predator one, I'm pretty sure they do.
We'll have to have a look at that. I mean, they've got to count, right? They've got to count when I think about it. We will double check that anyway.
If I had a machine with the editor next to me, I'd look. Someone put the editor on this machine so I can actually check live.
Hi, Audio, I live 5 minutes from your office. Lol. Is that... if we get threats, we know exactly where to come. I wish it was easier to make money besides career and leveling. Okay. I mean... again, I'm just going to ask... I'll ask you guys, what does everyone else think about that? I think the initial design...
Had a lot of tackle points, didn't they?
Yeah, to be honest, I assumed that people hit a point pretty quickly where they would just be buying stuff for the sake of it, as opposed to buying stuff because they need or want it. Yeah, interested to hear what everyone else thinks about that as well. Life Fantasy, anyone struggling on Gilliams in the carp career mode, Life Fantasy is recommending sweet corn for the carp at Gilliams on Elite. They like fishing at Gilliams. There we go. Hashtag sea fishing. He's your man for that one.
I want it. At least off a pier or a boat. Either or I'd take.
Shout out to Demon Lord. I actually found my first boss, the lid. Nice one. Maybe the first of many. It's bigger and more beautiful than out there than the lid.
I got a channel on and I got a poor strike, which made me sad. It's a big fish, isn't it? Got to play it safe and not rag the line.
Oh, there we go. Life Fantasy. Yes, Siamese count on career. I mean, I had wondered it, and then I thought, no, they have to, and then I just got a bit nervous. I was like, can I just say that they do? If what if I'm wrong?
We back up with facts.
Thanks
here.
for
We're
confirming
just
that.
going like, maybe it's better than just you saying yes.
Darth Badger, 5-minute timer at the end of the tourney if you have a fish on when the 60 minutes runs out. I think something like that would be quite nice. But I don't know, it goes both ways.
We discussed this, and apparently, like, official ruling would be if it ends, it ends. I think.
Okay.
Because I said the same thing. Like, I'd be annoyed. Like, if it was on the hook before the timer ended, am I allowed to catch? But I'm pretty sure they looked, and it's like, yeah, that's not how it goes. So.
Okay. Well, in that case, the only advice I can give in that situation is whack up the tension. I mean, it's not going to count anyway, so I guess if you lose it, you lose it.
Hashtag lean on it.
It's going to be a struggle with some of those big fish, though.
Yeah. I do get that with the henchers. He got mad energy.
Our Demon Lord spent all of his currency on bass gear, but now he's getting into the carp.
Oh, he's having a little transverso.
So you should get a nice little injection of tackle points once you get to level 100 or level 101. So you get a nice little injection there. But yeah, they only have
do it as single player tournaments.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Yeah, to get some single player tournaments, you can farm some tackle points out of those if you play through all of those. I think the rewards do diminish the more you do them, but first time completion you should get a nice little bump.
Other fish jump out there like a fatty on them.
Look, Darth Badger tackle points are well easy to earn. Yeah, there we go. See, this is the thing. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had more equipment, but trying to get more equipment into the game is always... It's not that it's a struggle as such, but... yeah, we just need to have more ways for you guys to spend your tackle points. But then I guess we'll have people, new players, just going to be overwhelmed. That's alright, isn't it? Channel Catfish, using the gold super deep. Pre-order bonus, OP, pay to win.
What else did I get earlier? Couple of smallmouths. For Matt Fat though.
K12, ever thought about adding a mode where we can create our own multiplayer tournament with a live leaderboard like on Dovetail Live, where we could invite certain people like in a club via code? So that would tie in perfectly with if we had dedicated servers, basically, which is something I'm pretty sure you probably heard us talk about a fair bit before. But if we had dedicated servers, we'd be able to expand on the multiplayer options, get a bit more diversity, and hopefully give players more tools to create events for themselves. That's the long-term goal. We saw loads of planning and research and all sorts to do before we can get to that.
I think it was Hench.
Hikey Audio lives in Chatham, literally down the road, mate.
Oh.
I've probably seen you in Chatham High Street. You've probably seen me shouting, like Darth Badger said, see me shouting at cars and stuff. You've probably seen me doing that. I have to be careful going down that high street at night now, on a Friday night. Fly fishing would be class now you have trout and salmon. Fly fishing we've spoke about before. It's not something we're working on right now, but in the future, hopefully that'll come. What do you reckon you got here, mate?
Oh, I've got a fat bass.
Has it given it? Oh, it doesn't
That's
look
what I
big.
mean.
Is that definitely a bass?
Pretty sure it jumped earlier.
It does look like a one, doesn't it?
That's why I had to squint earlier. I was like, is it?
Don't want to lose this on stream.
No,
That'd be
it's,
embarrassing. No pressure, mate.
Perfect strike though, so you know, can be a bit more aggressive. Looks like a chubber. I'm probably concentrating.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt really. I just thought it's sinking in there. I was like, is he gonna? It's quite a long fight. This can't be a base. Surely not.
Not done yet.
Channel Cat, I think, could look better. I think they look a bit dull. Oh, what do you mean? Is that just like the colour of them in general, or something in particular about them that you think, oh, that's not quite right?
We have got a bug for the blue skinned one, he's changing.
Can you add where the marked hotspots are on the map? I suppose that would come in with the
waypoint stuff.
Waypoint system, yeah. I mean, again, it's not good. I don't think that's too much of a priority for us at the moment, but it's something we want to get in if we get an opportunity. Basically, if there's an update, we were like, hey, we've got a bit of spare time. That's the sort of thing we might chuck in.
Well, it's been going on a while, isn't it?
Is there a plan for a size 2 weed hook? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but it kind of jars me that we have size 2 for the other lake beds and not for the weed.
Yeah, we do need that.
I think we need to give that a little bit more of a push. Oh, it is a bass as well. I was thinking that looks £15. You had a challenge last week. Someone was saying to catch a £15 bass. You're a week late.
I'm a week
or 2
late.
weeks late,
I'm
whatever
2
it
weeks.
is.
No, it was a week.
It was a week.
We were on last week, but they had the live stream for the launch on Thursday.
Okay,
so there has been 2 streams since then, but I'm only a week late. Damn.
That's still impressive though, man. That
Look
is
how
nice.
chuffed he is about it as well. I'm even more happy it's on my account.
Yeah, she has got a little smirk
Yeah,
going.
Stephen's not getting my £15 back. It's mine. Oh,
Very nice. Nicely done.
Got me pretty buzzing.
It's not even a named fish. That's
That's what I mean. We got a bit bigger than that. Oh, thank you. Big time ago, give me the old GG. Give me the old fishing flex right there.
Everyone knows what they're looking at. They're like, hey, got to give some respect for that. No wonder it was a long fight.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I swear I saw it jump. It didn't jump out much, but it's a big fish, isn't it?
Mm.
But yeah, that's why I had to squint. I thought it was another channel. It's that fat. I was like, what is it?
No, that is nice.
Do you want to have a go now?
Yeah, let's have a little scudder.
Okay. Don't know if you want to change your equipment up.
We're on. I might even swap onto Seminole.
Yeah.
And then if everyone says, hey, you didn't catch a £15 bass, I'd be like, right, it's a different lake. Obviously. Just getting the excuses early.
K12 Outdoors is now catch a 16. That
Chris.
bar ever stopped once you hit that 15. It's like, now do a 16. Now do a 70.
What you recommending? Bass event? What tackle box?
Bass event was what I was using, but you can change it if you want.
I just want to get in and get some fish in.
Puma's the old bell. We did have a look at, it was a Dotty story, wasn't it? Was it 25?
Yeah, it was
pounds?
Dotty. I think it was Dotty the bass.
Her eyes proper bulging.
Yeah.
She hench.
She was a big girl.
But we have had a look at that. I'm not gonna lie, I did just want to throw it into a lake, but I think if we're going to do something like that, I think it deserves more time to actually do it justice. Caroline Gibbs, we need the option to be able to have two player options. So if you're trying to land a fish and then the bite alarm goes off, someone else can then catch the other fish. So you mean multiple players using the same peg? Yeah, it'd be nice. It was originally written down as an idea, but there's a lot of not really animation work. It's actually mainly the rules of like you got to first choose some, because you wouldn't want any random just running up to your peg and like stealing your fish. That makes sense. You'd want some kind of like method to say which players can use your peg. But I think that's a good idea.
Get rid of this basic cast control. Jesus, not about that life.
Sam taking Billy the Bass clubbing now. Hey, I think I could show him a good time. Mishaka likes Caroline's option. We need a hashtag for that. I don't know, we need something for pegs. But yeah, it's just a good idea. Nice. Exactly, when he's not in the Korean boy band, he's out here picking up 15 pounders. He's making it happen. He's keeping it real. Deem next Lord, I find it hard to do any kind of retrieve good besides the constant. So you've got a little tip for the old stop and go, and you normally have a little count, don't you?
Yeah, I sort of count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 reel in, and then 1, 2 not reeling, and that seems to be sort of consistent.
Twitch is a difficult one to get. I find it's just like twitch. So again, it's a rhythm thing really, but I think it's something we need to look at to make it a bit easier, because they were meant to be a finesse technique because that's how it is, but I think maybe we went a bit too far, or giving people the visualization of like this is what you should be doing. But I think it's definitely something we should investigate. Will Gar take the dead bait? I believe so. I'd hope so. K12, it's a shame Dottie is dead. Get an F in chat for Dottie. But we read the story. They took her away.
Oh well, I think that there's been more than one Dottie, and well, I don't know if I got confused or what. But I was reading about a bass that got stolen. Basically,
Yeah.
there was a picture of the guy with the bass, and then the guy just was like, gave it to the lodge or something. And then later on, he just saw some reporters, and reporters were all there to see the huge bass, and he was like, "Oh, I caught it," and they was like, "Oh, it's cool. We've already got what we need." Poor geezer didn't get the credit, and then when he went back to see the bass was gone.
Someone jammed Dottie. Darth Vader said at least Sam can drive the boat.
Hey man, I was just trying to ride well close to the thing. I don't know why, that's like a little weird thing I do. I like driving right next to the shoreline.
Riding that risky line. Tutorials don't really help you with anything also. At all, because they still have the button prompts. I admit for the retrieval one, it doesn't really explain how the technique is done, but tutorials is definitely something we want to look at. Not gonna lie, we went for the video in the end because it was easier to do within the time frame we had. Interactive tutorials was always the stretch goal we had. It was annoying that we just didn't have time to do it. But it's something we hope we can revisit, because I'm with you. Learning while doing is easier. Bivvies and options to sit down when fishing for carp would be a nice, as well as a proper setup from Paul Covington. Yes, I've wanted to sit in that. How long have I worked here now? 4 years.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure I've heard you talk about it on stream for like the last, well, every stream that we've ever done.
Since, I can't say all 4 years actually, because for the first 2 years I was in QA. So I wasn't as involved in fishing because we did a bit of testing on it, because you were also in QA.
Mm-hmm.
When I was put on to the old fishing and I'm not allowed to sit in that chair, whew, yeah, I want to sit in it. I told you about my sad story on trains as well, didn't I, when I used to sit on the bench? Because I'll update the stream, because, you know, people love hearing my chair sob.
Oh, it's really interesting. I can't wait
the
to hear
new
it again as well.
segment of the stream, Sam's chair sob stories. In trains, there's a photo shoot. Oh, you got a nice rainbow.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Nice little pattern on
Apparently
that.
setting a PB.
Back to the chairs.
Don't get distracted.
Yeah,
mate.
it's alright. It's hard to forget. There's a chair that you can you can't sit in on trains, but it's like a photo spot, so it's a nice spot to take photos of the trains as they come past, and they put benches there to simulate, oh, this is a photo spot. It's like, oh, you can't sit in it. And they're like, no.
Didn't strike.
So I used to crouch on it, because crouch was still a thing. I don't know if it is in TFW anymore. But that's how I got. So I was at least, guess, kind of sitting. Darth Vader Stop and Go is pretty easy. It's probably the easiest, other than Constant, obviously. Twitch I find is an odd one. I did have some success with the old Twitch though. Musaka _H. Yes, on a dotty and have add. I'm up for it because I would like to add a bass that big. But if we did add dotty, you'd want the venue as well, really. That's the only thing. When I was reading the story, it's like, because we could just throw a dotty equivalent into any lake, but I don't think that would do it justice. If you're gonna put like an iconic dotty in, I think she deserves the full treatment.
But you want to give her a bit of love and care.
Yeah. Can you put her in Waysbury with the pike? I promise you, the pike are there. There was actually another issue, which I have fixed. It's just not in this. It was not in the salmon. The salmon actually pushed that, because after the stream when we had that chat and having a go at that, it did get fixed, but unfortunately it's going to have to be #blame salmon for pushing that fix out, but it is coming, I promise. But no, you want the proper dotty venue, surely. RCJ70, yeah, sitting down, yes. I beg for sitting. Daytona 1973, weekly question is playing least on race. Not in this build, but yes, it's coming. But yeah, it's becoming. Said you can blame me for that one. I hold my hands up. Even though, again, this was another case. Everything that we do to add a species to the lake is there, and I can see them because, you know, in edit I can actually look with the powers of editing tools. But there was another issue that was causing it to be very, very difficult. So I have amended parts of the lake to fix that. So it's coming. Easier to catch channel catfish in the new lakes than some big rainbows in Seminole. It's good then, right? Get some channelies out. Data. I still need to catch a bike on Waysbury during the live stream. We will once my fix is in and I'm on the stream, because that might come before if I'm not on that day. But I'm up for it once I know that fix is in. Did you have a strike problem? Seal 2 UK said, yeah. Said
I tried striking. I think I tried striking.
You have two slack
when
line.
I think I had a bit of slack line where I moved the rod around at the same time. I think it was just my own fault. There's no point announcing the fish I catch because none of them are £15 bass, so it's just like, okay, this is over for me.
It's alright, as long as you're having fun. That's always the main thing.
I'm catching some fish.
Yeah. That's a good question from Daytona. Has Badger caught himself yet?
That's
a
what,
question that we did call a fish Badger, didn't we? We called a fish Darth Badger.
Oh, okay.
Because he is in the tournaments as well, right? I think you are. Yeah, and the Darth Badger Twitch is like, he's giving it the tap, taparoo in the old. Clubby 1976 says hello all. What's up? How's it going? Musaka, a proper dotty venue would be the biggest selling DLC because that lake has huge bass. I think that's what people want then, right? You all seem bigger the better seems to be the
mantra.
K12 outdoors, 13 fishing boat ramps. See why it wouldn't be something we want to do. As long as 13. It mainly comes down to that. It's like a legal issue that we have to check. If it's not a real boat, it's not so much of an issue because obviously we have the rights. But as long as 13 fishing are happy to have their logo on it, that's. If it's a real boat, then it comes down to both. Like, are Bascat okay having that thing on there? So, but couldn't see why not if both real world sponsors sort of brands wouldn't be happy to do that. Gungeon in canals? Hashtag Gungeon? I don't know what that is. Can I guess a fish?
It's a fish.
Always want more fish. Chris Jones, trolling boats. So we have the trolling motor, but do you mean the other trolling where you have it kind of at the back? If that's what you mean, because obviously you can do it from the trolling motor. But do you want to troll multiple rods? Is that what you mean? Any word on the fix for Lake Dillon? The muskie images are pixelated, real bad. Tiger muskie as well. As in the boss fish. Yes.
Angler's log, I'm guessing.
If it's just anglers log in general, no, I didn't know that was a thing. Like their little side profile image, like with their half face or the model. Hopefully not both, but no, not something I was aware of. But if it is, we can definitely look at that. Old Steve's watching. Aaron gets the participation award.
Gets the what?
Participation award.
Man, I don't need to get jip from that guy sitting at home.
He's giving you jip off the clock.
Fancy that.
Chad Bowman, why don't we ever hook up on weed stomps or rock pits? I don't know why originally. I guess it was just chosen as a design feature not to be put in the game. Because I'm sure when Eurofishing was originally designed, so that's where the core gameplay from Pro Tour came from, it just wasn't put in. It is something we've discussed. To be honest, there's been mixed opinions of it, like would it be fun? I think it would be because it's part of the risk factor for fishing harder spots. I can't remember what quote I found from it because I have looked more into this, but someone said if you're not getting snagged, are you really fishing? So I think it's actually something we should definitely consider. But yeah, to ask why it isn't in there, could be a time constraint or a design decision, hard to say.
I think one of the main factors with, I don't know.
Snags?
Yeah. Well, it was like, in real life, let's say you was in an awkward area to cast or whatever, you can sort of improvise and do things your own way maybe, whereas in a game setting, we're pretty limited with how much different, like how much we can give the player to like cast in different ways, I guess. And get, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I remember there being like a lot of talks about this though, to be fair as well.
Badger's still trying to catch himself. Not yet.
It'll come.
Maybe I'll have a little look on a map at some point, you know. Give a little hint to where you might be lurking. If I'm allowed to disclose that information, could happen. Get that on the next. Because we haven't done another trophy hunter thing in a little while. I'm sure there will be another one. Will there be new fish in the next update? I can't say. All I can say is there will be new fish whenever we're not gonna.
Will there be new fish in the update? All I can say is yes.
Well, I can't say in this update, but I mean like we're never gonna not.
Oh, okay, I see what you're getting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't confirm if we're doing it in this update, but I can confirm. Well, unless we get to a point we've done every single fish species on the planet in every conceivable way, which
Maybe we can
How
just
long?
make. Well,
How long is that? Someone Google how many fish species there are in the world right now. Once we hit that point, then I might be able to tell you we're not doing no more fish. We're done. Till that day, though, yeah, we're gonna add more fish. But is it in this update? Can't tell you. That is not my information to give, but it's gonna be good. That's all I can tell you. So no waypoints, wind indicator, wake or waves, weeds or underwater structure teams, weigh-ins coming in 2022. There's a lot of things to ask for, like, understand. There's a lot of things we'd like to do because a lot of those ideas we've explored. Yeah, it just comes down to we have obviously a pipeline of how many people working on the project and features come in a priority order. So. Well, I suppose some of those things might come in because there are things we definitely like to do. Got £5.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Won't dwell on it. It's not bad.
They're not bad, like. Yeah, try multiple rods. No, thought I'd confirm because I know we had the trolling motor, but no, that makes sense. I don't know if it'd be a case that. I can't see why we wouldn't be able to fit it to the existing boats, but it's another feature that if we're going to explore it, there needs to be obviously like first designs of how we're going to do it, and then obviously concepting and testing it out, because something like that sounds like, oh yeah, we'll just chuck a rod stand on the side of the boat and it'll work, and it won't. Things will go wrong and have to be fixed, but I think it's a good idea. So the actual model of the muskies and tigers in Dillon, I'll have to have a look into that. That sounds like a resolution with the actual skinning might be wrong on that lake, but just that lake sounds really weird. RCJ70 is, yeah, hashtag Gungeon. Oh, we're heavily populated in canals, bluey grey with speckles, sold over £1. But main fill of the canals. I'll have to have a look. Different ground baits and pellets would be cool. Trying to bring bigger fish to your ground baits. Any chance of sturgeon? We get sturgeon asked a lot. I can't confirm or deny that we're able to do it, but again, it's another fish species. I'm sure we'll get around to it, and again, you lot seem to really want it. That seems to be the other thing, that if there's enough uproar for it, I'm sure we'll do it. The main problem we have is we normally go like geographic for where we go, so I know we have already done areas that sturgeon could be added to, but more of that part. Do you want a new species in a new location, or do you want a species just added to an existing location? And then I don't make those decisions. I'm just poked and being like, put this fish in this water, and I say, alright, how big do you want it? How many do you want of that size? And they normally tell me after a while. Still screaming for tigerfish plus Goliath. I don't know what Goliath... is a Goliath another fish? Or is it the same type of fish? I'm not sure.
What's that, sorry?
Tigerfish plus Goliath. Still screaming for tigerfish plus Goliath from Daytona. Oh, Padder, I can't tell you that if you want to tempt me, then the beer and a curry is a good start. That's normally for Des, if you want to get him a bev. The Lake Dotty was caught in, is only 75 acres big. Yeah, I did have a look at it. That's why I was surprised that a bass that big lives in such a small lake. Oh, Jonesy's saying Badger's location is already up on Dovetail Line. So, you don't need me to tell you that location then. Start I think I know where I am. It's already on it. Inside track. They claim Castical, I can't pronounce that lake in California, has multiple 20-pound bass roaming in the water. If that is the case, then, because we have got a California lake, could look at just dropping a 20-pound fatty in there. So it wouldn't be the dotty, because still, I don't want to do that. I don't want to just throw in a fish and name it dotty. But if people might want to see a 20-pounder dropped in California, then might be able to get that cleared. I have to poke the right people, but I can't see him saying no. Red on Nest Game has done the solid and got me a number. That 20,000 species of fish. So when we hit that 20 foul mark, we won't add any more fish.
I'm going to make some of them extinct. And there's only going to be 20 species. That's it. And we'll have them all. It's going to be good.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. No crossbreeding. Eliminate the competition. Eliminate the threats.
A-Fisher, best game in the world, guys. Oh, thank you very much.
Always nice to hear.
Glad you're enjoying it. That means sturgeon are coming once we hit that 20 foul mark, yeah. Technically they're coming. And eels.
I don't really want to put sturgeon in because
update confirmed.
I don't want to put sturgeon or eels in because there's not going to be many left soon. This is a heads up, guys.
I thought there actually was an eel
shortage.
Yeah,
really?
I had it on the news. Yeah, I swear.
Is that joke a bit too soon? I'm sorry.
Actually, bashing on. Oh dear. Oh, I like this one. Question from Dean Martin. I'll ask you, what's something you two guys? I'm going to ask you first. What's something you'd love to see in the game?
Are we talking specifically about fish, or are we talking about like any feature?
Didn't specify anything you like.
Anything. I think
go big. Like,
all of the multiplayer.
I'll give you £1 million right now, and you can put it in the game. We'll throw everything at it.
The multiplayer stuff. I'd like to have a lot more variety in multiplayer. That's probably what I'd lean towards. I know that sounds boring and very generic, but if we could have like 2v2 tournaments, if we could have like just expand on our current tournaments, add more rewards, just improve the whole social experience of it. That's generally speaking what I'd lean into if I got given free reign for a couple of months. That's what I would be focusing on.
I'm trying to think what I'd like.
It's a big list, I know. I'm a multiplayer guy though, so that's just always where my head goes.
Part of mine does lean that way, to be like, I'd like to get multiple players on one boat, because I still partly think anything which is multiplayer as well, like socially, is more fun aspect. But if I could add anything, I don't know if that would be my top pick.
We once wanted to do an open world. We did an open world design.
Oh yeah.
Make it an MMO.
I did want like a little social space, like, you know, the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. I wanted like that you walk around for like the clothing shop. That was one of the design ideas. Would I want that? No, I'm going to keep it simple. I want the bait boat.
Oh my word, you could have had anything. Absolutely anything. And you pick something that I don't know. I mean, it will. I'm not saying it would be a bad addition. I just don't know.
For one, I
if
think
that's a number one.
I think if 8 of you get bait boats out, you got RC little boat race. Who doesn't want to drive a little boat together? I think it'd be a nice little touch.
To each their own. To each their own.
Yeah, I don't know if I can choose that.
No, man, that's it. You've locked in.
Okay,
it's happening now.
This doesn't sound big enough, does it? But I don't know. I'd like bait boats. No, I'm going back to the other one. Multiple people on the same boat. I'm going to go with that. Admittedly, I'd like to get, if you were going to go big, I'd like to get 8 of you on one boat. Get a fatty boat out there.
I mean, now I feel like I just went too big with mine. I'm
No,
like, oh yeah, entire
that's
multiplayer
why-
work, and you're like, hey man, I just want a couple of people on a boat.
No, that's
Am I
alright.
being too grand here?
Nah, I think it's good to have big ambitions. There's nothing wrong with that. I've probably missed loads of you in the chat now where you can... We'll be on a bit of a tangent of like what we like in the game.
Hey, man,
But that's
it
good,
happens.
that's good thought-provoking exercise. I did have to dig deep and I'm just like, where would I like to go? So where I... Tell Badger, if you want to catch me on Miller, I can tell you I ain't a morning person. Purse fish. So you're going to be...
Night fishing.
Yeah. It's going to be very docile in the morning.
Is it? It's not. Do you go fishing a lot in outside of the game? Because I think typically whenever I've met anglers, I've always thought that they don't mind getting up at the break of dawn, like 4 a.m, getting it going.
I think it goes both ways. I've been night and morning fishing. Or bay. There's a spawning box. I'm guessing that's back for big bass. Omni Black, will you guys ever get rid of that ugly brown bass texture? I'm gonna ask to see. You might want to be more stupid
Scathing.
actually. If it is that bad, you could probably send us a ticket on Kayaker so we can actually see like if there's an actual issue with it. But they know the artists do normally look at like a real bass image, so I presume it's based on some kind of fact. But if it is something like that bad, then it could definitely be changed. Jonesy said I saw a thing saying that Loch Ness Monster could just be a massive eel. I thought Nessie had like a fin. I mean, I'm going off the cartoon drawings of Nessie, right?
I was just
Looks
about
like
to.
Looks like a Diplodocus.
It depends
with
what drawing
fins.
you're looking at, I guess.
It's true.
I don't know how accurate any of those drawings are, considering all things considered, with the Loch Ness Monster possibly not being real.
But you're being possible. You want to
Don't want to. I
shout
don't.
no
Yeah,
dreams here.
I don't want. Well, it's, I don't know, man. I just don't want to be proven
What-
wrong. You know what I
But
mean?
it
What
comes
if?
out of the water tomorrow.
It's just
but
always
like,
lingering in the back of my
it was-
mind. What if it's real?
comes out tomorrow. Like you said, it might not be. You heard it on here stream.
Hey, man. I reckon there's a like.
See, Steve was
10%
right. I could have had
chance it's
sitting
real.
in chairs as my only thing there to the game.
You could have
This is
done.
correct.
Oh, I thought you was going to say beards again, but I'm glad. Well, I regret saying that word now.
This is a good choice. I did like that. I was reading down, but RCJ underscore 70, 20,000 fish species, £5 per fish species. Ka-ching. Yeah.
He's got a business model laid
You
out.
got- yeah, there's the plan. Make fish. Cash. Or profit.
Next time, right?
What's
We're
in the
in the
middle?
next deal. When you
What's
see
in
the
the
next
middle?
DLC come out, and we're like, oh, by the way, if you want each of these fish, they're £5 each. You know who to blame, guys. It's not us. We thought you wanted it.
D-Mine fishing MMO with some all laughy faces. I don't even know how that would work. I'm sure someone's tried it. They must have done.
Tried what,
fishing in MMOs. Guess-
There was like. No, I don't think it was an MMO actually. I've played some pretty crazy fishing games. I'm sure there's probably a crazy fishing MMO out there somewhere.
Omniblad said I'd like to see water dripping within the fish. I can't see why we can't do that. I don't. It can't be a costly. Just to
I
have,
think
like,
we was
little-
talking about this the other week, and I think it's particle effects, isn't it? So I'm not sure. Like it would have to be different particle effects for each
Different
size fish and
Yeah, so
species.
there's that measurement of like how long it is. But other than that, I can't see it being too expensive to add that.
Water is crazy. Water is one of those crazy things.
Water is crazy.
It is, man. It is crazy. It's well expensive.
I get that, but I don't think everything. It's crazy. Yeah, water is expensive, but I didn't like a few drops off of fish.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure-
I think
I think there's got to be.
you're
some way to do
surprisingly
it.
underestimating it. I reckon. I don't know. Maybe it is easy, but
I know, like maybe not easy, but you know, maybe it's. I just didn't think it would be that costly just to have a few trips coming off of a fish you're holding anyway. Later, £17 bass and the beards go off. Yeah. Tough about eels or beards or eels with beards. If we do eels, I'll have to call on the bearded eel now. I don't know if I can actually put a beard on it. I don't know, make his chin bigger.
Compensate.
Clicksby38, hashtag sea fishing is something we'd like. But unfortunately, I think that dream is a distance away. Because yeah, we're not done with bass yet. But it's definitely something we'd like to do. Shane Hall, okay, 3 reservoirs / stock ponds, carp course, predators as a mini open water. Yeah, sounds like a cool idea. If you had like a mixture of little water lakes to go around. Quite like that. I think that kind of leans on the other, like, making your own stock pond has been thrown around as a concept. Which I think would be a lovely idea, but yeah, it's a huge amount of work. But very cool if it does it right. Where are the walleye in Seminole? Not sure I've caught one yet. They're around. We don't like limit the fish to like a particular zone. They have their own minds and they like to go based on the depth and the water temperature. So it depends on your time of day and everything else. But they're about. No dice 9 to 9. Did I hear that right? 8 people on a boat by next week. Yeah. We'll ship that. Unfortunately not. I wish it was that simple, but yeah, that would be my ultimate goal, because we've talked about having one person on the front, one person on the back. No, let's get a big old boat. 8 manner. Like, it'd be like everyone like could have pegs on it. But again, it comes down to design stuff, like driving it while loads of people are on it. You shouldn't have rods out. There's a lot. And that was even considerations with just having 2 people on a boat. So I admit 8's even more adventurous, but I think it'd be awesome if all 8 of you could jump in a boat. On PC, because I know we obviously do limit the players based on the platform. Whatever the max is on your platform, I'd love it if you could all just jump on a boat and have a big fishing session. Only about posting image on Dovetail forums there. Yep, sounds good. Need to see this dubious skin. Until the end of time, I'd fish all day and night if I had time. Love it. Nice. That's some passion right there. We like that. If you can, Shane Hull, if you can think of an easier way to get people to visit Scotland, I'm all ears. We need to get the Scottish Lake in. Get people down there. Get Nessie in. Get them down there.
That'd definitely be a boss fish.
Like an encounter, like.
Music starts playing.
She rears out like, oh no. Can you add all of you from Dovetail as virtual fishermen so we can fish against you in Korea? Sorry, your name's gone off the line, I can't read that, but it'd be a cool idea. I don't know why we didn't.
I think we potentially have a few people. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest.
It would be cool to do it like the named anglers.
Get
our own stuff in. Can't see why something we might. Again, it's just more imagery, really. Can't see why we couldn't. Sorry, chat's moving quite quick again. I'm trying to keep up.
We've only got about 5 more minutes left, guys. So if you have got any questions,
don't tell them to speed
spam the feed.
Don't spam the feed.
Spam the feed.
Oh. Let's start. Shep treble 7. That's that is the ugliest jacket. What are you talking about? He looks fresh. He's ready for all elements, and you definitely recognise him. Daytona, the name of Pike Boss Fish and Racing. I can't remember what I called them, but they're in there. No joke. Don't diss the Korean boy band joke. Exactly. He's making a statement. I wouldn't be bold enough to wear that jacket in real life, so you know, virtually I get to live that dream. Magnificent 3000. Can you add where you can grab the bass after the catch? What do you mean? Do you mean like where you hold it? Because that is something we've discussed, if that is what you mean. David Melody, can you sort out the spinning around when playing in multiplayer? I get seasick and can't control the rod. And that definitely doesn't sound like a good issue. Do you mean like your character spinning around? Because that does not sound good. Need that reported if that is the case. Clubby 1976, I bought this game a few days ago and love it. Oh, glad you're enjoying it.
I just saw Darth Vader. I think Sam's won this week, right? And I want to tackle that issue quickly. Just we're on different lakes, so and we didn't announce at the beginning it was a contest, so it's not official. It's just like
it's not official.
It depends on what you count, because like, is it quantity or quality? Because
you got a lot in there.
I've got a lot in there.
You got nice. Because again, I only had a few fish.
See, this
but
is the thing.
What's going to be impressive? You come in with your average haul here, where I've got my gargantuan. Do you want to know who wins overall?
Who?
It's that guy. Can bring it down. Yeah. Zach.
He's confident, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. I'll let him have it. I'll let him have it.
Yeah, Gilroy, that was a big trout.
Hey, it's fine. I've got to let him have it 1 week, and
I've been reporting this spinning on Dovetail website lots.
It hurts here though.
Yeah, it's definitely something we'll look at, David. But I've not seen this ticket, but we'll definitely have to look into that. Omni Black also have an option to end the fight early if they're next to the boat. So this is more done like the fish have like an energy consumption, so we don't just want to.
With certain fish like bass, if a bass like dives out of the water, you can flip it onto the boat.
Oh yeah. Is that what people do? Just want to just
yank it.
People love yanking it out, don't they? No pun intended. Only Black caught an 11-pound smallmouth yesterday on Lake Travis.
Nice.
Bosh. Make some of the guys from NADFL some boss fish. Specifically bass. Could be something we could explore. How much is the pack? It's $11.99, I think, for the dual pack? Because they don't sell the lake separately. It is a dual pack, so you do get both lakes together. I don't think it says it in the trailer.
2 nice big venues though.
Yeah, they're not small. They're quite different. Again, I think I say this every week, then I big up the art team for doing it again, because I don't think I've had a lake yet that feels like the last.
That's an interesting thing, like coming from Eurofishing. On Eurofishing, I think our biggest lakes were like St John's and President Monte Bravo, so like that was one of the biggest challenges going on to FSW, was making these massive American lakes that are just huge and filled with so many fish. It was a massive step up.
Mushaka H, I'm giving you the permission to make a £100 Chinook to play Lake Miller. Thanks for that. Oh.
We got his permission, so we can just do it.
So I turn up with a boat and I just flip them out. I don't know how I'm going to get that one out of the boat. That's a headshot. Just have to kind of... Could have a trapdoor. Worrying about the new lakes look awesome. Partly thank us, because we set up the gameplay design, but the main thanks to that is the art team. They do a splendid job on making these levels. But yeah, in fact, actually I'm going to take some credit. Yeah, we take the credit for doing the thing, but there's a lot of people involved, like audio is another big thing that plays a major part into making it all sound authentic for where you are. Visually, obviously, from the art team, engineers doing all the setup and everything else, and us. So it's a very big joint effort to give you guys what you want, but I'm glad you like it, because
There's a lot of cogs, and they're all turning.
there's a lot of passion that goes into these sort of things.
One common goal.
And I think it's those little nitty gritty things from everybody that make it a success. So I'm very glad that you enjoy it. Prize fish would be good if you could catch them for TP. From Paul Covington. I quite like that as an idea.
I think you do. Oh, maybe you don't.
Would you want it like all? I don't know, would all trophy, or maybe would it be like this week? It's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Then we change that. That'd be a bit more interesting.
However, I do think we're coming to the end here.
We've actually gone a little bit over. And
Just as I hit a invisible wall.
I think to give systems to help others with TP. I don't know how that would work, and the only risk I think you have with that is this will be the last question, but just actually thinking about that is you could have issues with people actually trying to sell tackle points. It has become a problem with other virtual currencies in other games of people like eBaying. Like again, if you're good at farming them and someone isn't, we don't condone any outside social selling.
Yeah, we don't want people going, well, basically selling their services, I guess. Like, hey man, let me log into your account. Oh man, account theft. That is not something I would want to have to deal with.
No. Or anyone would have to want to deal with.
No, for sure.
Alright.
Scamming.
It's been eventful again, guys.
It's always a pleasure.
Not often do you get to see me crank a £15. I don't think it'll ever happen again.
Credit where credit's due, my friend.
Still, when you got a good haul as well. I mean, you got.
Yeah, I mean.
Before we go.
Have a little ganders. It's not bad. It's just trout and bass, basically.
A big £15 and all. It's a trout. So it's a different species. But
we'll take it. I mean, look, spotted bass. That's £6, and that's a trophy. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thanks for all the cool questions. Thanks for poking us with all the issues you've been finding. And we're inevitably going to be back next time. I'm going to take it a little bit more seriously. I want to crank out that big score.
We haven't done the competition in a while, haven't it? Maybe we'll bring it back.
That's because it's all up here. I know. Obviously, I'm joking. Right, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
I just pressed the wrong button.